Hi everybody, Happy New Year, and I have for you guys the Spellbinders of the Month Glimmer Kit for January 2022. This is a jam-packed kit, you guys. You get a lot with this. So of course you're going to get your foil, and this is your traditional red foil. This has been sold out for quite a while because of the Christmas holidays. So if you guys needed red foil, it's on its way to you if you get the Glimmer of the Month kit. So the Glimmer of the Month kit always comes with a roll of foil. Good way to build up your stash. You're also going to get these hot foils plates. So you have this one, which has a floral design on it. Of course, it's heart-shaped for Valentine's. So we have these cute little florals on here. This one says, "You had me at hello." All right. And then the sentiments say, "Happy Valentine's Day. Truly, madly, deeply. It was always you. Love enclosed and with all my heart." So those are your hot foil dies. Your cutting dies, these will not cut. They will only impress into your foil with your Glimmer machine or your hot foil machine. These will actually cut, so you have those matching florals. So you have your stem with some leaves. You have some small like daisies. You have a larger daisy here, and then you have some more leaves. And then, of course, you have the matching heart die that you can cut out the hearts once they're foiled. Okay, so let's make a quick card. I'm just going to slide these guys over to the side here. And I'm going to start with my background. And for my background, I've cut some red cardstock down to 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I have a piece of gold glimmer foil cut down. And I brought in the hearts background. So I'm going to start with my background. My machine is ready to go. There's my background. And I'm going to put my gold foil down right on top of there. And I'm going to put my cardstock on top of that. We should have pretty good fit there. And we're going to hit the timer button. That's going to go for about 60 seconds. When that's done, we're going to run that through my new Platinum die cutting machine. This is the brand new limited edition Platinum 6 die cutting machine from Spellbinders. It's beautiful teal in color, but you can use your big kick, your big shot. The Platinum machine does seem to work best for me. It didn't work as well with my big kick. So once that is done, we're going to roll that through. So I'll bring you guys back once that's done timing. Okay, guys, the timer is done. So I'm going to pull my Glimmer platform out of the machine. And now I'm going to slowly run it through my Spellbinders Platinum 6. And this is where the foil sticks. So what happens is the Glimmer heats up the adhesive that's on the foil. And that's why this foil is different than any other foil on the market. You must use a hot foil for this program. And then we're just going to gently roll that through. And the Platinum machine, this will actually apply pressure and force that foil, that glue that's now warmed up, to adhere to the paper so the foil will stick. All right, so here we go. And I have mine taped together with some Cricut safe tape. Now, I know this side is done, but I also want to do this side. So I'm just going to slide this guy over, and be careful, it is rather warm. And I'm just going to try to eyeball it up here to make sure we have pressure on that side. Okay, and I'm going to hit start. Oh, we're going to wait for that to warm up, plug it all the way in. This will turn green. Once it turns green, I'll hit the timer again. While we're waiting for that, I want to foil my hearts in the red. So I've taken some foil here and a little bit of washi tape. And I'm going to tape that down the top here. And you want the pretty side touching your die. Otherwise, you'll foil your die, which is fine. Everybody likes pretty dies. But then to get it off, you're going to need some 100% acetone to get it off of your die, if you would happen to do that. Okay, so we're going to wait for that to get done, and then we'll foil these guys. And I have a card base ready. And we'll put our red card background, and then we'll cut the hearts out and put them on the front. So it'll be a pretty simple card, but I think it'll be really pretty. All right, so our platform is now green. We're going to hit the timer on that. And again, instead of having you guys hang around for a minute, I will pause the video and bring you back in when it's time to run this through. and then we'll do a quick assembly. Okay guys, we're back again. This is the other half of the gold hearts background, and I'll link everything down below for you guys if you want to purchase any of these things. And this is just the background, so we're not too worried about it. And this is pretty thick cardstock. The nice thing about hot foiling is hot foil will stick to most anything because it has that adhesive already built in. You don't need to add any, you don't really need to do anything special to it. Don't add it, depending on your die cutting machine, you may need to add some extra shims, but you don't really need to add any extra elements to get that foil to stick. Okay, so we're going to pull this panel and background out. So we're going to let that dry, and we're going to replace it with the hearts. I'm going to take my little die off and put that on the silicone mat. And we're going to put these in, and you want to put the dies face down. Okay, so we're going to set the timer on that and let that go while that's going. Let's reveal our hearts. Oh, I have a little bit of a gap there in the middle, but that's okay because I'm really just looking for the outline. Okay, that's pretty good for what I want. All right. A little overfoiling on the edge there, and what you can do if you don't want that on there, I cut my panels to 5.5 by 4.25 for that reason, in case I need to trim down the edges. You can also go in with a mono sand eraser, and you can see that the mono sand eraser takes that off. The thicker your cardstock, the more likely you're going to have that foil stick on there. This is pretty thick cardstock, but you can see the hot foiling does stick to colored cardstock pretty easily. Okay, so now we have all of that overfoiling off of there. Okay, so our background is ready. Where's my card piece? And that's going to be a perfect fit. Okay, we're just going to let that set aside to dry. And our little hearts should be done in just a moment. Now for the hearts, they are on a little bit thinner cardstock. I may put an extra shim in with those guys. Just another paper shim, because I want to make sure I'm getting the correct pressure. And this cardstock is, I think I'm using 80-pound hammer mill. So hold on. Pull that out. And I did put an extra paper shim in there. This is that extra shim. Again, you have to know your machine, your foiling machine, and your die cutting machine. And you can see that foiled beautifully. And this also foiled beautifully. All right, so now we're gonna die cut these out. I'm gonna use my die cutting machine, you guys. For the first time, I'm gonna cut into my beautiful glitter plates. All right, so we are going to take the added heart die to cut those out. And I'm gonna grab some of that washi tape I had. tape that on there, and let me grab my plates and we'll do some die cutting on my brand new machine here. I'm going to be careful not to put the tape over the foil, just the die, because that tape could lift the foil. All right, so we have our platform and our two plates, and it goes platform, bottom cutting plate. And I like to keep one as my cutting plate and one as my top plate. And we're going to put our image and our die on there, and then our top plate. And all we're going to do is roll that through. Okay, and you can already see that it has beautifully cut through the first heart. A little tape on there, we can just pull that off. So there's the first one, beautifully foiled. And now we're going to move the die. Okay, so we can take this out of the way. All right. All right, and I want to do a sentiment, so we're going to use the center of this paper. And I like this one that says, "With all my heart." And I think I'm going to use a little bit of the gold for that. So again, foil matte side down, shiny side up. Put our sentiment on there. And put some tape on there to hold everything in place. Put that into the glimmer. Let that warm up. And in the meantime, we will assemble this. So You Had Me at Hello is going to go on the inside. This also coordinates beautifully with the clear stamp and die of the month. I'll do another video on that so you guys can check those out. But I like the Glimmer of the Month kit because you do get a great value, get some wonderful hot foils. They're relevant to the season that's coming up. They're limited edition, so that means, you know, once you have it, you're going to stand out from everybody else that has all of the same stuff. You're going to have something a little bit different. They come with a roll of foil every single time, which I think is a tremendous value. And you can build up your stash very quickly. And even though, you know, this is themed for Valentine's Day, I think you guys can very easily see that you can use this all year round. These florals are not just Valentine florals. And I think what we can also do is we'll color these in. Very simple. Again, if you wanted to color out more of the florals, you could do that. Our hot foil is ready to go through the platinum. And this is just the sentiment. Oh, I probably, let me add a shim to that. Okay. Just put an extra piece of paper in there. Oh, beautiful. I have a little bit of overfoiling on the W, just a smidge. There we go. I'm just gonna trim this and do a little fishtail banner on the end. Cut this a little closer on the bottom. So I cut it straight up the middle, and then from the corner to the top there, and from the corner to the top. And have a little fishtail banner. And just apply a little bit of glue to that. Where do I want it? I think I like it on this side. Very simple, very cute, very easy to do with the Glimmer of the Month kit. Go check it out at Spellbinders. Again, I'll put the links for everything that I use down in the description for you. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to check out my channel and subscribe, because I will have the clear stamp of the month as well, which coordinates nicely with this. Oh, let's do some coloring. Let's do a little bit of coloring here. That's a little too dark of a green. Let's find a lighter green. And I'm using alcohol markers. You can use alcohol markers. You can use color pencils. You can use watercolor markers. Whatever you have, all of them work beautifully with the foiling. great kits as well if you are a beginner to foiling, or if you are, you know, very versed with foiling, because it adds quite a bit into your stash for a low monthly cost. So it just makes it easier to build everything up. And like I said, a lot of times they coordinate with each other, so you can mix and match these sets with other things that you already have. Look at that. How cute is that? With all my heart. You had me at hello. All right. Whoops. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click that thumbs up on the way out and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye, guys.